Hello, hello everyone, and welcome back to Darkest Dungeon. I'm Apocryphate Peter Moxilin, and last time we took on the Phase 2 hag fight, and came out pretty well, actually. Like, not gonna lie, our health was looking kind of rough at the end because we got some bad luck with Into the Pot, and I kind of forgot that we couldn't target backline as readily as I thought we could. Like, McDowell here was kind of useless for backline. I forgot to put on caltrops, that's why. That was the plan, right. Whoops. But we got through it. Forget might need some stress healing, but that's about it. But we are filling out the checklist here pretty fully at this point. And you know what? We have like half of our roster as rank 6s. Around half, maybe a little less. We have max rank, gear, and skills. We can afford some skill upgrades as necessary. I think it's time for the first assault. I am very scared. Let's prep this and see how this goes. Okay. We have you, and that's the only boss we have at the moment. Noted. I could have sworn that the final level Necromancer was available or something. The more I think about that, the more I think that I am imagining that. What do you do, by the way? Talisman of the Flame, Darkest Dungeon, Revelation, minus 100% stress, Revelation, minus 100% damage taken. What? Okay. Weird. Need to think about what the hell that means. Let's go ahead and do stuff, though. So, the first assault is the only one that I have some knowledge of, and pretty much all that I know is take a shuffle party. So what a shuffle party means is a party that can handle being moved around a fair bit. So I'm thinking you... Rome... Rome's got a disease. It's minus damage, it doesn't matter that much. Yeah. Hellhounds. Because you have Holy Lance. Let's go ahead and do... You know, are we gonna stun realistically? Orc for the protection might be good, actually. Need to think a little. Yeah, you have Holy Lance to move forward, and you want to be up front. You have Breakthrough to move forward, and you want to be up front for either Iron Swan or just kind of in general. You have Duelist Advance to move forward, but if you're too far forward, we can let these two move up. Yeah, Breakthrough is 2, 3, and 4. Holy Lance is 2 and 3. Or sorry, is 3 and 4. So theoretically, Reynold could get stuck in position 2, I guess, but that's still usable. Yeah, all of your stuff still works from 2. Cool. And then you don't really have an ability to move, but if I unlock like one ability for you to use in rank 1 or 2, then the others shuffle you back over time. Admittedly, Creeping Cough is kind of annoying for that, but is this short or medium? It is medium. Oh god. Kind of assumed it was going to be short. I want to take Quesnel instead. I don't know if this is single target or AoE for most of the damage. I also don't know if it's stress or HP for most of the damage, that being said. Maybe go ahead, take Forget so that we don't have Creeping Cough. Leave out Bolene, take one of our level 5 Jesters. Because obviously they're not level 6, but they do work as a shuffle party because you have Forward, we could equip Finale for an emergency back, and then Battle Ballad for buffs in battle, Inspiring Tune to help reduce stress. I think these two are going to have enough upfront damage that we could get away with that. And Forget. Delvers in the Dark. That is so applicable to this fight. Okay, we're doing that. We're going to take Virtue Chance because it's going to reduce the damage you do, effectively, but it makes it so that when you get to 100 stress, you're more likely to at least get a good check. And let's be real, this is going to be Eldritch time. Interesting. I could build you more as a protection one. Or as a protection crusader. I'm intrigued. Let's start with this. And versus Eldritch. Plus speed, plus dodge. Realistically, we don't want to reduce move resist here. We want to be able to resist move, even though we can't really rely on it. Plus speed and damage in exchange for some extra stress. That way we get our extra damage at least. Some of it. Because you're the most okay with moving, sure. With the extra speed and dodge, so you're at just kind of an insane amount of dodge to begin with. You would like your bleed skill chance if at all possible. Is there anything that's anti-move? We could up speed in exchange for more move. Since this is a medium dungeon, let's go ahead and take the scout chance, actually. I'm not incredibly in favor of it, but I think that for a dungeon like this, we want to just get through it as quickly and easily as possible. It's going to be a lot of stress, but it's going to be a lot of stress no matter what we do. There's a good chance that we can actually get the move resist out of that. I was trying to figure out where our other Shrieker trinket was, then I realized that that's a trinket we didn't actually get. We could have gotten it if I fought the Shrieker. Duh. The 33% move resist is interesting, but I think the speed and dodge is going to be better. Okay. Diseases. Go by a level. There we go. No one else. Only flagellate. Medic for money. Wait, who was the one who was, like, just a ton... Wait, was it you? Yeah, Compulsive and Necromania. Wow, locking these in, like, triples the cost or something. Let's go to Compulsive. Okay. Ambush Prevention. And now the extra stuff, like Afflicted, is actually possibly quite useful. And Mortality debuffs. Okay, yeah, we want to keep those. In fact, even healing before the fight might not be the worst. Unlock Mockery actually sounds like a reasonable idea. If Afflicted, it's minus 45 stress. Realistically, I'd probably prefer this. Actually, over Encourage? Let's try that. Because we only have one other Encourage, admittedly. But that is upwards of minus 40 stress plus 20 stress. Because it's all companions. And then one companion. Oh. That should be one companion is net 0? And the others are minus 20? I feel like that's not how that works. This should be you have 3 companions, you choose one to get plus 20, the other 2 get minus 20. I feel like that's how that works. I would love to do that, but I don't think it's going to work well. Plus crit. Sharpened Spear, I like. Take away that, put on that. And that removes mortality debuff. Okay, we can selectively remove mortality then. Cool. Okay, so if we almost die, then we got some way to come back from it. All trinketed up. Yep. Okay. So, the one other thing here is that because we are in Radiant mode, the mechanics change a little bit. So for Dark and Stygian mode, normal and hard mode respectively, I believe that anyone that goes into the Darkest Dungeon is then disallowed from ever going back. Basically, it is so horrific that they go in once and then they just refuse to ever go back a second time. In Radiant mode, I believe that restriction is lifted, so you can just kind of bring the same people back in multiple times if you want, I think. The fact that Talisman of the Flame here is minus 100% stress, minus 100% damage taken, I feel like that has to be a consumable or something. Like, you take it into... Actually, that doesn't work, does it? Because you don't really have consumables to come back, unless they're just in the, what was it called again? Provisioner? Hold on. unless they're, like, in the Provisioner and you can take them later or something. Oh, come on! That was the Virtue Ring yesterday, the thing that gives plus 25% Virtue chance. I really wanted that ring, because a Crusader with 35% Virtue, plus whatever the baseline is, hell yeah. What are you? Leg Doctor, rare, accuracy melee, bleed, damage on melee. Oh, it's for the incision. Okay. Ancestral Portrait. The hat. Sniper's Ring. One of those. Finally get the conch. Yeah. Well, fuck. Oh well. I'm already pretty fully committed to doing this week, so we're doing it. The creature's power waxes terrible. Recover the protective relics from the long-abandoned base camp, but beware the shuffling horror. I mean, it says recover the relics, but the goal is to kill the horror, so I think we just need to kill the horror. If a Darkest Dungeon quest is abandoned, not all heroes are guaranteed to survive. Someone must sacrifice themselves to hold off the fiends during retreat. So if you retreat, one person dies. I believe that at higher difficulties, it's you cannot retreat. Either you win or you die. I'm going to take a full 4 shovels because I feel like this game's going to try to screw me over. Full stack of herbs because we won't be able to get rid of the debuff from Breakthrough. I don't know if that's a thing or not. Like, I don't know if you can get rid of it or not. Take some holy waters because they can provide buffs before / in a fight. 4 band-aids, 4 anti-venoms, less for curio, more for DOT prevention. You know what? 8 laudanum. There's gonna be so much horror in this dungeon, I'm accounting for 2 stacks per. Okay. Shovels, good. Food, good. Torches. And we have you for some torchlight. And we have Bulwark, which gives 24 per fight. If you're in rank 1, you're kind of fucked. Right. Oh man, now I'm gonna have to remake all this. Hold on. Okay, do we care about you? A little bit. You should be good. You know what? That. 21,000. That. That should be good for now. Okay. De-stealth. You know what? De-stealth is not a bad idea. I did not think about that till just now. Hand of Light is extra versus unholy, self-damage buff and accuracy buff. Accuracy base 85, damage mod minus 50, 85, and then damage versus unholy. So this one buffs her. This is like the buff to make it so you can make Battle Vestal. This one makes it so you just use an ability up front. Okay. So I want to keep the stun. Let's keep the party heal. That way, if anyone needs specific healing, we might be a little bit in trouble. But we can then put this and this. That way we can de-stealth. Can we put you in 3? Okay, Mace Bash doesn't work from 3, but that's for the if we're up front anyway ability. So that's that. Yeah, so we go from Delvers in the Dark to Unnamed, but that makes it so that we can use our de-stealth. And what does the de-stealth do? Minus dodge, gives torch. Torch plus 10, minus 30 dodge. Cool. Extra for the debuff. I could probably go lower on the torches, but let's try to be real safe about keeping the light up on this one. Okay, not a lot of scout. We can take 2 hunger tiles. We're over-provisioned for what I would normally be doing, but because it's a fucking darkest mission, sure. Well, let's go to the darkest dungeon. Please don't kill me.
Once again, the stars are right, and the manor sits at the very epicenter of cosmic unrest. Cultists rally to their twisted idols, and great gongs sound in anticipation of the coming sacrifices. Far below, life-laden shadows pulse to the unrelenting rhythm of a beating heart.
Rapturous cultists will give their lives to protect their allies.
The blood of the fallen flows ever downward along these titan spires. The creature fattens itself on your failures.
Well, then it's pretty lean so far.
In Radiance, may we find victory.
Rapturous cultists. 0 dodge, 9 speed, 48% on all resistances. Work on stress for now. Stun, 2nd rank. Fine. Flesh to flesh. Okay, that's what you mean. Good. They count as unholy and human.
Annihilated. The match is struck. A blazing star is born.
Cultist Priest. A little bit more, and then we can start doing Battle Ballad instead. These are obviously tutorializing these enemies, so it's gonna get a lot rougher as we go. Stun is 73. What the fuck are those resistances? So we have 140 base, minus 10 there, so we're at 130 as usual, which means this is 57% chance. Cool.
The way is lit. The path is clear. We require only the strength to follow it.
There. Not quite at 0, but close. The finger. Ow. 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 20 health. Heal you up.
Passion is a rarity in the fevered pitch of battle.
Good.
As victories mount, so too will resistance.
Like, I don't want to mess around with letting the DOT linger. Let's heal stuff. Ascended Brawler, huh? Dodge 24. Let's go ahead. Do we want to heal up? Yeah. That's where the single target heal would be helpful. Guarded by the cultist. Oh, okay. Not anymore, you're not. Rend for the new god.
Mortality clarified in a single strike.
God, that is so much bleed! Okay, Plague Doctor might be helpful next time. Gotcha. Not quite. Go for the stress heal.
Inspiration and improvement.
Good kill.
Continue the onslaught. Destroy them all.
Good. The crit would have gotten a kill, and that would have been bad this time. There's a lot more bleed. You're actually at the most stress, so go ahead. $94 light. Yeah, let's just try to go for the kill.
Obliterated. Success so clearly in view. Or is it merely a trick of the light?
Take off the bonk, put on the single target heal because we're not getting shuffled a lot at the moment. Admittedly, now we basically need the multi-heal anyway.
The promise of safety.
Ascended Witch. Don't need a lot of stress heal at this point, so go for the Battle Ballad.
A time to perform beyond one's limits.
Okay, that's your stressful incantation equivalent. Since you're marked, let's go ahead and heal you specifically. Go for that. Not a kill. Not a lot of damage. Debuff for more stress. Okay, good dodge. So they're trying to stack stress mainly. Damn. Dirk stab for the kill.
As the fiend falls, a faint hope blossoms.
Keep healing you up because you're marked, so they're likely to target you instead. Resisted the move. Good. Not a kill, but almost. Actually, yeah, backline is kind of a weakness here, isn't it? Good dodge. Yes. Could have gotten a kill there, maybe should have. But this way, we have time to heal up you. Iron Swan works too. I was going to go for Holy Lance, but hey, I'll take that first. Not quite dead. I hit that. So Rend for the New God doesn't bleed? I thought it did. There's so much new stuff here that I'm not used to that it could be whatever.
The blood quickens.
That's your stress move. Heal up everyone a little. See if we can try to push this a little bit. Because any little advantage we can get is good. Another 20 stress on you? Yeah. Ugh. That's a net positive per turn. Go for that, and then have her get the kill. Don't give me reinforcements. I promise I'm trying. You haven't given me a warning yet. Could you target someone else, please? Here.
Their formation is broken. Maintain the offensive. Remind yourself that overconfidence is a slow and insidious killer.
Okay, so your stress could use a little bit of work, but honestly, that's not too bad so far.
As the light gains purchase, spirits are lifted, and purpose is made clear.
Per-tile. By the way, I was checking to see if the torchlight was still going down at 6 per tile, because it feels like it's going down super quick. I 3 of these things. That's new. That's 2. Some kind of debuff, bleed resist down, and stress, because of course everything does stress here. Stun you, hopefully. Good, remove the action. Good breakthrough, try for the kill, damn it. Battle balance for extra accuracy and crit mainly. Good kill.
Destroyed.
Stun that one, hopefully. Damn. It's Bulwark for the Torchlight and the Mark and the Protection. Right, you have Death Lash. Kinda forgot about that. Ow!
Reeling. About to break.
Back to stress healing. Up. Up.
Press
Kill.
disadvantage. Give them no quarter.
Get back to regular healing. I'd say stop fingering me because it's terrible, but honestly... Actually, I think I would prefer Death Lash. So far, that's been a lot easier to deal with. I just make sure that's close to death first. Adrenaline Rush cures bleed, actually.
Seize this momentum. Push on to the task's end.
I'm never using if it bleeds, so actually, yeah, I think that's good. Checking for something similar on all of them. Not really. Okay. Glad I remembered that at some point, at least. Cool. Great. Try this one. Hi. Yeah, Battle Ballon. If we have time for stress heal, then cool. They can heal, so try to start with that. Flesh wall, guard. Okay, that's what that's called. Don't think that was necessary, but okay. There's the bleed. Ow. Everyone's gone, so let's go ahead and just heal everyone up.
Compassion is a rarity in the fevered pitch of battle.
Got the kill, good crit. Work Stab's not going to get any kind of kill, so let's go for Battle Ballad for the extra crit mainly. You're not guarded anymore, actually. This one doesn't get a kill, though, so let's work on you first. Keep healing. Could have gone for a stun, actually. That might have been better. Oh well. You don't love Death Lash, but it's one of the better options at this point. Start stress healing because we have this reasonably well handled at the moment. That one's dead. Try to stun that. Resisted, damn. At least the crit gave us some stress heal. Okay.
A trifling victory, but a victory nonetheless.
Is it camp time? I think we can keep pushing without camp for a little bit. Camp would heal 10 or 15 stress from everyone. Yeah, I think we're good to push like 1 to 2 more rooms reasonably easily. After that, we should probably make sure to camp up first. This one. Hello. Not great. Cool, the Crusader's the one who has extra virtue chance. I could stress heal. Let's be real, at this point she's hitting affliction. God damn it. Come on! Virtuous! 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 Damn it! Okay. Gotta work on her stress now.
Walls close in. The shadows whisper of conspiracy.
Stun you. Okay, okay. Calm down a little. I think damage is better than stress heal at the moment. You both do some pretty significant bleed. You're the one that's easier to kill. Battle Bell, or Inspiring Cry, Inspiring Tune, Inspiring Tune. If we can get her down to 0, then we get rid of Paranoid. Self-heal isn't the worst, honestly, so I'll take it. Damn. Not great. Good dodge. Good kill. That's why you have that ability, pretty much. Cool, welcome back. I'm trying to heal you. Breakthrough for damage and to move the Vestal back. More stress on you, because of course, at least the 100 mark doesn't matter anymore. Now we're above 100. Heal up everyone.
passion is a rarity in the fevered pitch of battle.
Really do not want your stress building up, so even though we're pretty high at the moment, just keep that up. Yeah, I know. Good dodge. Could you not do that? Could you not do that? There's that to remove your... Okay, so the debuff from Breakthrough is not removable. Gotcha. That might be why my torch light goes down so quickly. Three, 2, 3. Don't you. Cool. Kill. I really needed that one to hit, actually. At least we both suck. Hey, suck more like your friend. Okay, finally got a kill. Stun. Resist. Okay. I probably should have just gone for the kill, but I need to keep her stress down. Okay. That's workable. Yeah.
These nightmarish creatures can be felled. They can be beaten.
We're camping.
Huddled together, furtive and vulnerable. Rats in a maze.
Get afflicted, there you go. Don't have mortality. The afflicted doesn't apply here, but it does still prevent nighttime ambush. I don't think that that's a good trade-off on this one. If the others cost 3, then maybe... Don't need HP healing. You know what? Yeah, that works. Okay, rolled bad on 2 of them. Okay. Remove the affliction. Now, the rest of our stress isn't looking amazing, but at least we don't have to deal with affliction anymore. Well, bosses are supposed to be found as far from the entrance as possible, so assuming that this kind of loops around the same, like it's the same mirrored approach as over here, then this might be it. We are in default alignment. Well, it's a new enemy. I should probably work on our stress. Battle Mallet. Don't know what the growth does, but I assume it's bad. HP's not too bad. Try to stun you. Okay. Maul the flesh. Ow! You dick. Yeah, not gonna lie, I'm increasingly thinking about running from this. Your stress. Clear at 1 HP. Dodge. Just go for a kill. Heal self. Crit for 30. I'll take it. Okay, there's Death Flash, not a problem. Stress heal. Damn, I'd really like to take out the main stress dealer, because at this point everyone's a stress dealer. Oh no. Cool, keep doing that. I'm not doing anything there, so it's not a problem. Awesome, crit heal for 30, I'll take it. Please die? Does this work? It could. Good. Could break through, but I think just direct damage on you is probably better. Yep, there's that. Okay, that doesn't stress heal self. It does give torch, though. I'm just hoping to avoid anything against these two at the moment. Ooh. Ooh, that's a lot of bleed resist down. Yeah, fuck you. And you're still guarding. Oh, wow. Okay. There's the big bleed. I suppose the bleed itself is only kind of moderate, but it feels big when everything else is going on. I get damage on the guard as well. Okay, cool. Stress himself. Stress heal that. Party heal.
A momentary abatement.
And kill. Thank God.
The ground quakes. Be wary. Triumphant pride precipitates a dizzying fall.
This honestly feels like it is the road to the final room, so I think we're almost there. I think we battle ballad. Because if we can get enough damage out, we don't have to worry as much about stress. I'm now worried about stress. I knew it was going to be just the moment anyone did basically anything. Damn. Okay, dude. You got plus 15 virtue. Oh, damn it.
Those who covet injury find it in no short supply.
That to deal damage to all of them. I don't think we're getting you down to 0, but we might be able to get some good work out. Okay. I'm more concerned about how much stress each of these attacks deal. Should probably care about her health more, but let's try this. Crit. Good stun. There's Death Slash. Dude, stop! I'll take the continued crits. Specifically, thank you, that actually was the wrong button. Never mind. There, so we get the kill on you. Not a good time for a crit.
Body and brain.
We're down below half. One more of those and you're dead. God, I'd actually take the finger on the Hellion so we could just cure the bleed for a round. I said the Hellion!
How quickly the tide turns.
And you're totally getting a resolve check. Good.
Masterfully executed.
Oh, this is gonna go poorly.
Promises success.
Hi. Well, it's the shuffling horror, so it is the final fight. Try to get the affliction out. If we can get him down to 0... Well, time for your affliction. Please, please, virtuous of some kind. Nope, hopeless. Okay. There goes our stress healing.
There can be no hope in this hell. No hope at all.
If we can get the Crusader down to 0, then we can get him back up to 100 again and get another virtue check. 148 stun resist. Yep, so much for that. Lacerate is probably bleed. Yes, it is. 162 health is a fair bit, but it's not impossible. There's the shuffle. Bleed resist 68, bleed chance 140. This actually, you could DOT this through bleed. Now, not being able to stress relief that turn is actually kind of bad. One more turn of that and we're good. We're gonna hit death's door pretty much guaranteed. And that reshuffles us? Yep. Dude! Dude! Battle Ballad. Maybe could have healed her bleed. Kind of trying for damage at this point. There goes your masochistic or whatever it was.
Injury and despondence set the stage for heroism or cowardice.
Good dodges. Heal up everyone. Heal up everyone but that one. Honestly, that's the good place for the crit. Now we start battle balloting, because anyone who gets an affliction at this point, fucking deal with it. Right, not gonna stun you. Just heal up.
Sedated.
Halfway through the fight. I don't know if the priest needs to be killed afterward or not. I kind of assume yes at this point. Good bulwark. Don't think I care. Oh. Yeah, more whatever the fuck that just did. Resistance, I think. And shuffle. Bleed. Heal.
The wounds of war.
Definitely better to have a Vestal than an Occultist on this one.
But never hidden.
Could go for Iron Swan. I think we damage rush the boss here. Holy Lance. Down to 15. No bleed on him at the moment. A couple of errant crits or bad luck on the Hopeless could really screw us, but this is looking okay. Can only oh no, that's only multi? Yeah. Cool. There's the Shuffling Horror.
Perhaps the turning point.
Still need to kill you. Okay. Can only stress heal? Oh, right. Rank 3 is where you're dead. Let's move you forward, then. It's unlikely that we're going to hit 200 stress on anyone. The bleed, Jesus Christ, the bleed is bad. Let's start getting damage out, because the moment we kill this thing, we're done. Good!
Singular strike.
Oh!
Horrors. Brought low and driven into the mud.
I believe I have attempted this fight once before and got party wiped or something. Don't continue adventuring, you dumbasses! $15,555 gold. Huh, nice. 18 crests. 3 talismans of the flame, whatever the fuck those are, and a focus ring, because I missed out on the virtue ring. For a fight that hard, that's okay as a reward. Congrats, you're level 6, Malbray! And you got rabies! I can't do anything but laugh right now. Okay, Reynold, what you got? Misses the spot, -2 crit. Black. Faded. Chance to turn any miss into a hit. Good. Replaced Unholy Hater. Probably more damage versus Unholy or something like that. I'll take Faded. Fergant. You know what? Anyone who gets what is basically alcoholism after that fight, sure, I accept this.
You have merely glimpsed the edge of the abyss, but it is enough to trigger the cycle of revelation. Now, like me, you will begin to see things as they truly are.
Oh, right. Like, the actual map and art and stuff changes as you go through the dungeon. Succeed in your first assault on the darkest dungeon. Rome removed Creeping Cough. Aline removed Compulsive. Malbray is level 6. Oh. Oh shit, I didn't realize that was a thing! If you successfully go through a Darkest Dungeon assault, all stress is removed. Like, even from your active members. And now they have the little torch, which means they've gone through the Darkest Dungeon. I am going to hope they can return to the Darkest Dungeon, because otherwise I need 16 heroes, and that's going to be a bit rough. Oh well. We're not going to find out next time, because Jesus Christ, I'm not going back for another couple of weeks. But damn, good to know that we kind of could if we were actually in a position for that. Oh. See you in the next one. Bye.